Today, something a little different, something a little fun. Clara, my former housemate, is going to interrogate me with 21 questions, and I have no idea what they're going to be.
This is JoeyP as you've never seen him before. Raw, unfiltered, unedited. Or maybe edited.
Well, yeah, exactly. Edited. So, this might be fun. So if you want to watch me squirm, if you want to find out a little bit more about me.
And see Madeira as we walk around and show you some of the top sites in Funchal.
Let's get the questions started. All right, I'm nervous. I mean it when I say I have no idea of the questions, right?
No, I came up with them all last night after a couple of beers.
Yeah, I literally have no idea from the questions. So, number one.
Number one question.
Number one question.
That the people want to know.
Okay.
What is your name?
Oh, come on. My stage name or my actual name?
Exactly.
All right, well, Joey...
What do your friends know you as?
Well, JoeyP is the channel, and my real name is Joseph Perella, or Joe Perella, as I like to be called. But you know what? I used to get called Joey at work by the offshore team from India. One time, one called up and said, "Hey, Joey!" And it was on like a loud conference call, and I went, "Joey?" And obviously everyone laughed, and from then on, they all call me Joey. And then when I was traveling around Asia, and the name was JoeyP, and actually also here in Madeira, when they saw, the name was Joe Perella of the channel, they saw J-O-E and they would say, Joey, and they couldn't say the surname.
Joe.
So when I started this new channel, I thought, you know what, make it easy, JoeyP.
It's taken me by surprise because we have been running into subscribers here in Madeira during the past week.
Joey.
Yeah, and they're all calling you Joey.
Yeah.
And
I'm just walking around like, da-dee-da.
Yeah, exactly. You don't realise they're talking to you. I don't realise they're talking to you. So that's the basis of the question.
Good times.
Joe, as known as JoeyP.
Well, I hope they're all that easy. All right, number two. We're going to change locations every one, so you're going to see a little bit of Funchal, and it keeps it interesting, maybe. More than the answers.
More than the questions.
Well, more than the answers, I was going to say. Go on then, number two.
What all the girls are wanting to know, all the fangirls.
Not many of them, so.
What's your star sign?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. What's my star sign? Okay, before I answer this question, guess in the comments what my star sign is. So get down there now and I'll give you 5.
And what he is.
4, 3, 2, 1. My star sign is Libra.
Which is not what I would have guessed when I first met Joe.
No?
No.
I'm a balanced person.
You are fairly balanced, yeah, but Libras also love
Knocked
a bit
off
of
balance, yeah.
No, they love a bit of luxury. And you're pretty
Listen,
pretty thrifty, I would say.
Not thrifty. For me, it's about value. I don't mind spending, of course, and I don't mind going for street food or whatever. So for me, it's about value. Maybe that is Libra.
And balance, some might say.
There you go. There you go.
Everything in
Easy.
moderation.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Next up, what first brought you to Madeira?
You know this. Do they know it? I think it goes like most of these stories. I met a girl. You know that. You're just winding me up. I met a girl actually in Alderney where my family live. And she was Madeiran, she was working in hospitality, so I started visiting because of that. And yeah, well, the question was, why did I first come here, not why did I move here in the end, because it wasn't for her. But that's how I found it. And when I first came, a funny story, when I first came, I mean, Madeira still is now known as a older generation destination.
Retirees.
When I first came 8 years ago, it really was that.
What was the comparison that you made? It was like a Saga holiday?
Yeah, it was like a Saga holiday getting on the plane. Now, if you don't know, Saga is an over 60s holiday company in the UK. It was very much like that. And I actually think I remember helping a dear old sweet lady down the steps of the plane.
Such a gentleman you are.
Yeah, things have changed. Next. All right, we've picked in front of the church, so nothing dodgy here. Keep it clean.
You mean in terms of the question?
Yes.
Or behaviour?
Well, with you, we never know, do we? So.
How old were you when you first truly started travelling?
Okay. Later than people expect, I think, when they see what I do now. And actually, when I see what I do now, I forget. I didn't truly start travelling until I was probably about 27. I mean, that's quite late for a lot of people. Most people take a gap year. I didn't take a gap year. Not most people, but a lot of people take a gap year in the UK. But I did some holidays. When I got my first pay packet, I bought a nice watch, and then I also booked a trip to Rome. Italian blood, right? But then I focused on career. I didn't really travel, and I bought a property, so all my money went into that, as you will know. But yeah, when I got to 27 and I had a few promotions, I realized, I want to see something different. I started traveling, started to enjoy it, but it was traveling in my own way. It was very different to what I do now. And then at 30, I took the sabbatical and found a real love for travel, then started a channel, and here we blimming are. Who would have known?
The rest is history.
The rest is history. But I think 27 is quite late. Look, I know how fortunate I am to do that. It sounds, there'll be people who even later can't travel or don't travel, or it's not of an interest to them. But I think if you like travel, or especially how much I'm doing it, 27 is quite late.
Well, it goes to show life can begin again at
Life
any age.
can change at any age.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, never too late, is it?
Inspirational quote from JoeyP. You heard it here first.
I thought the church bell was going to ring for that, but no. I'm joking.
Now, Jay, I'm going to get you to reminisce about the good old days.
When were
The
they?
good old days.
Is this going to be about when you moved in?
What do you miss most about living with me?
Oh, not much, right. No, I'm joking.
You're Joe Perilla, actually.
I asked you to think of questions that they want to know.
They want to know.
This sounds very much like a question that you want to know rather than that. What do I miss about living with you? Well, you're very easy to live with. That's a good thing. She's clean enough, respectful. For me, when you live with someone else, okay, it's not ideal living with someone at this age, right?
Yeah.
You'd rather be living with a partner, or you'd rather be living with, yourself. It needs to be based on respect and boundaries, and you have that. Although, to be honest, I've picked other people who have that. But I think what we've said before, actually, and I don't know if you guys agree, having someone around who's from the same culture as you, British, the humour lands a bit better. The references back to because we're roughly the same age. We, the cultural references land a bit better, and it does make a difference. I mean, I love meeting new people and new cultures and whatever, but when I'm making a certain joke from TV when we were growing up, and then it's just met with a blank stare. Well, obviously it's met with a blank stare, so that's as good as you're going to get.
No, I forgot my
Yeah,
question.
look at this.
I forgot my question. I'm scared.
She's nervous because she's scared of heights.
I'm scared of heights, and he's made me clamber on top of this sea defense.
It looks good though. Anyway.
Do it for the shot. Do it for the YouTube.
What is it?
What is the most overrated food that you've pretended to like on camera?
In Madeira? Or
anywhere. For the channel.
This is the problem with not knowing them in advance. What is that?
Who's got one?
Okay. I don't think I've got one.
Okay.
But what I'm going to say is, generally I think I'm quite good at spotting a good place to eat. And actually, if I'm in a place like this, where I'm based, I'll take time and go there sometimes first, so I kind of know what I'm getting. But I'm quite good at seeing a restaurant and thinking it's good, or at least looking at the photos and thinking looks good. What I would sometimes say is the dish might be good, but sometimes they've added too much salt or something like this. There's something wrong with it. But the dish is good. You can tell the quality of the meat is good, or the dish is good, or whatever. I like salty things, but sometimes it can, especially here with the espetada, sometimes they throw so much salt on it.
Yeah.
But if I can sense that, okay, maybe it's just a one-off, I will say it still tastes good. Mm-hmm. And it does, but sometimes I'm like, give me the water. I don't think I've ever eaten anything and said it's good if it's not good.
On the channel? You swear? You swear to God?
I've either said, it's okay, or given it, sometimes I give it a score. I'll give it a 7 or whatever. But broadly, I think I eat things that I enjoy on the channel, and I'm also very open to trying lots of things. I stand by it. If you watch something on the channel and I say it's good, you can go there and it will be good, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I think. If you're on holiday or you're following in my footsteps, you don't want to hear me say, that's delicious. You go there and you're like,
that's not great.
Yeah, I want to be authentic.
Honest though, I think he is telling the truth here, because the amount of subscribers, and even me, this week, we go to places that he recommends on the channel. The pizza was amazing. And it is genuinely good. So I was just trying to throw him under the bus on that one.
Yeah, well, I took you didn't see the cut, but you saw the cut, but there was a long thinking.
So Joe.
Yeah. Joey. Thanks.
Joey.
Stage name.
Apologies. As a seasoned traveller,
Okay.
when you land in a place for the first time, completely new,
Yeah.
what's the first thing that you do to orientate yourself?
Cry.
He's not kidding.
The first thing I do, so I normally have some kind of rough plan. If I'm landing in a place for the first time, I've got accommodation booked and I know how to get to the hotel, not by catching a cab outside of the airport. So I've checked if there's Bolt or Uber or Grab in Thailand or whatever. So I know, or public transport. But to be honest, for convenience, I normally just pay a bit extra and get there. That's generally what I do. And obviously I've chosen accommodation based on a nice area. So I know, or the right area. So I know roughly kind of an orientation. But the first thing I then do is not actually film. I'll just go for a walk. Mm-hmm. And what I used to do when I was traveling is actually just do a free walking tour or something like this. So that's maybe a good tip for you. I probably don't have time to do that, but I would just go for a walk around the neighborhood and, is there something nice to eat? Have something to eat probably. Just get a little feeling for it. What's the vibe in the area? I try not to be too planned because I want to be spontaneous, and I think that's good whether you're filming or not filming. But I want to feel like if I make a first impressions video of a place, I want it to be first impressions. I don't want it to be pre-planned, like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what happened in, and it's all staged.
Fabricated,
yeah. So, but I think a walk, like you?
A shower. No, I'm not kidding. I always feel gross after traveling. I always want to shower, eat, usually go to bed, get over jet lag, and then the following day I'll wake up, go for a walk, find a coffee shop.
Yeah, okay. So same sort of thing.
Same.
I think it's standard fare.
But different.
Same but different. All right, we're over here, hidden in the corner.
So Joe, you've got a bit of a name for yourself at this point for numerous things, not just for food, not just for travel, not just for being a nice guy.
The parking ticket that I got the other day.
Yeah. But for being a hater of barking dogs.
Ah, yeah.
Now, if you had to pick your poison, would you take a barking dog over a slow walker?
A slow walker? At least I can push past them.
A slow walker that is obnoxious.
You're
in
picking two
taking up
things
their
that
space.
annoys me. I'm not, slow walkers are not the problem. It's people who, well, like these guys, there you go. It's people who, not these guys, I'm joking, but it's people who have no concept of spatial awareness, right? So they'll be walking slowly or walking normally, but then they'll get to a space where only one person can walk through, and then they'll stop. Or they'll get to the top of an escalator, and then they'll stop. And I'm like, are you serious? have you not thought, oh, maybe someone's behind me? Or anyway, this, as you can see, is an annoyance. But the barking dogs just do my head in. So at least that person I can say, sorry, mate, excuse me, or something like that. But the barking dogs, you cannot do anything about, seemingly.
Turn them off,
can't even make a blimming video and raise awareness for it without getting abused. So yeah, I'll take the
slow walker.
lack of awareness walker. You?
There you go. Me?
Because I know it annoys you too. Yeah, exactly. Cheek of it. Right, the sprint back to the camera. What have you got for me next?
If you
See how I'm nervous? I don't know how to stand because I'm worried about the questions that are coming.
He's not normally so nervous around me.
Yeah, squirming.
If you had to survive on one street food from any country or any country that you visited for the rest of your life.
One street food, not cuisine.
One street food for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
That's nasty.
It is.
I want you to answer it as well, though, and I want you guys to answer it as well. So for this question, one street food, or maybe one food. No, street food, because it's more even blimming claustrophobic to get that. I would say the easy thing, so in Thailand, so it's Thai, obviously, that's why I'm moving there. But in Thailand, pad krapao, which is holy basil, usually pork, stir fry with rice, spicy, salty, so like delicious. It's the dish that people say, if you don't know what to order in Thailand or on a menu, just order that. It's like you don't even have to think about it. And sometimes, well, I ate it a lot. And you think, oh, I don't want to have that again. I see it everywhere. And then you have it and you're just like, oh my God, it's so good. So maybe it's that. Maybe because it's just easy to eat, easy to make if you have the ingredients, but it's just so damn delicious. I would say national dish of Thailand, but it's pad Thai, actually. But the actual dish that people eat on a day-to-day basis is pad kra pao. Now, I'm kind, you see. I don't put her on the spot. I answered a longer question to give you some time to think about it.
Well, now I'm debating between two. You gave me too much time. I now have two answers.
Go on.
Okay, so the first would either be...
No, one. We don't want to know two. We want to know one.
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki is the one dish you eat for the rest of your life.
I love
Oh, you're going to be bored of that after a week.
Yeah, but you've got everything in it. You've got a bit of seafood, you've got a bit of meat, you've got a pancake, you've got...
Mussels.
Yeah, you've got... Oh, God.
I'm with that. Food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
All right, she fancied a coffee, so we came to a coffee shop to get a coffee.
Get my energy to ask you the next question, Joe.
Go on then.
So, my next question...
Oh, I actually just want to cut in and say that someone just came into the coffee shop and asked us for a photo, including Clara. Clara just got recognised as well and had her first ever fan photo. How was that?
It was lovely. They were lovely people.
Yeah, they were lovely people.
Yeah. Very sweet.
Interesting life.
It is.
Interesting dynamic. Like, so weird, right?
It's very bizarre. Like, I mean, I've been in a couple of videos and yet people are...
I have more than once now. You're getting recognised every day since, basically.
And I am very much out of my element here.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, question.
So, name one activity or hobby that you have yet to try, but that you would really love to try at some point in your life. I'm angling for a particular answer here.
Everyone's sailing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be sailing, I don't think. I would like, it's not a hobby, it's an activity, I think.
That's fine.
Probably do it once and done, but I would like to skydive. I would like to do something like that. It doesn't really matter. Actually, you can do it in Thailand, so I could do it in Thailand. I could tick it off pretty quick. But I would like to feel the thrill, but also it's a bit scary, right?
I reckon you are a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
No, I'm not sure about that.
I think he is. He has a passion for excitement, let's put it that way.
Well, would you like to see me do a skydive? I'll be the one who, like, the parachute fails and then the backup fails.
I'm not coming with you on this episode, by the way. I am terrified of heights.
Oh, yeah.
A no-go from me.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a skydive. Or a bungee jump doesn't really interest me. I just think it's quite cool to throw yourself out of a plane.
I reckon a bungee jump could be worse.
Oh, you know another one
that
I would
the
like
rebound.
to do? The zero-G flight.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
I would try that.
Although the thought of a plane going up and dipping and going up and dipping to get the zero-G, like, maybe I get a bit weird. But yeah, I'll throw myself out of a plane.
Bit of a funny tummy.
40,000 feet, why not? Why
Again,
not?
do it for the channel.
Do it for the channel. Do it for the gram. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Question number...
Who knows?
564.
I hope we're halfway.
So do I. My question is, we've just run into some super fans.
Yeah.
Tell us honestly.
Uh-oh.
Do you enjoy it when subscribers come up to you, introduce themselves, and want to talk to you?
That could be a very pointed question, couldn't it? I do. I do, with a caveat. With a few caveats.
Great. It's going to be a long video.
No, I do, and I think it shows that the channel is resonating, or the videos are resonating, so I love that. I love interacting, I think you know.
Yeah.
But I'm also an independent person, so I can mix with both. So I like that. The interactions can be interesting, they're fun. And it's just good to meet you guys, right? Like, something that's important to me is having a community and building a community, so you want to watch beyond just watching for Madeira. Follow me to Thailand. And on that note, don't forget to subscribe. Turn your notifications on. There's a little bell icon there. Turn them on, because when I do leave, the algorithm will drop me off the radar because it won't be your normal stuff. So turn notifications on so you stick around. You'll see all my posts, all my videos, and all of the live streams. So please do that. That would be a massive help. However, sometimes what the difficult thing is giving everyone the same level of energy. Now, the first person I see is very easy to give a level of energy and chat with them, but sometimes I can be stopped 20 times in a day. And the 20th person has to be treated like the first person. Yeah. So my walk that might be 2 hours takes 4 hours. So there I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But then I'm never like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to bump into people. It's always a pleasure. And as you see, it's fun and it makes them happy and it makes you guys happy when you see me. So do say hello when you see me. Do reach out on Instagram if you're not following me and just interact, because that's what it's about. And it's a perk of the job rather than a constraint or an annoyance.
Well, as well, something that I mentioned to you before, which I think resonated slightly, is like when you're in this line of work, because believe me, there's a lot of work that goes into having a channel like this. It can be a little bit of a lonely profession. Like you're always on the go,
sure.
you're always in new
Especially when you're
places.
filming a series.
Putting yourself out of your comfort zone, and to actually have a point of contact, a friendly face.
Oh, sure.
It does one a world of good.
Well, the funny thing will be when, if it's happened or not happened, but for my leaving drinks, there's like 80 people coming.
You don't know any of them.
I don't know any of them, so they're all subscribers. They're gonna get, they're either it's gonna be amazing and the community's gonna like, you'll see it and they'll interact with each other, or it's just gonna be a queue of people waiting to talk to me. Or 80 people signed up and no one will turn up, so we'll see. But no, I like it. So, yeah, how was that?
Perfect, very honest.
Did you believe it?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I feel like I'm, in ancient Greece talking to the masses.
I was going to say, we're in the land of rhetoric here.
3 people watching. Probably what it would be like. All right, go on. Probably like they're going to watch this video, 3 people.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Anyway.
That's the spirit.
Go on.
So, Joe, here we are in this beautiful, epic environment. And I want to ask you, if you had to summarize your personality in 3 words, what would they be?
How would you summarize my personality?
Well,
in 3
I'll
words?
get to that afterwards, but
I don't know if
I
I
want to
want
hear it
know
from you.
that. Calm, adventurous, inquisitive.
Oh, interesting.
Great. So clearly none of those.
I would go along with those.
Okay.
But I would also throw into it
You can pick 3, so you have to replace one.
kind.
Oh, I didn't want to say that.
No,
because I know my parents will be like, "You're kind, you're not kind."
He's one of the kindest people I know, genuinely, and he's actually not paying me to say that. Kind, creative. You disagree with this.
Yeah, I disagree with this.
He doesn't think that he is creative. Like, he always says that he was kind of on the mental straight and narrow, the
100%.
logical route for a very long time.
Yeah.
But I disagree with that. I think you're a creative problem solver. I think you're creative in your channel. I think you're creative in the way that you live your life.
Okay.
And
Take
I would
that.
actually add ambitious into the mix as well.
Yeah. Yes, but less now, because this doesn't feel that ambitious. But when I was certainly in a real job,
No,
Dad,
I
I was definitely.
yes, but I think that's ambitious in the traditional sense of the word. When I say ambitious, I think you're ambitious in terms of your own goals that you set yourself, like your life that you want to live. You're an architect of your own life, and I think you're ambitious in that regard.
This was a good one. This is like fanning my ego.
I know.
Yeah, I like that one.
Calm
Right.
down.
Yeah, exactly. Let's find the next creative shot.
Yeah.
You can
What's he
choose
got
the
up his
next one.
sleeve?
Not much.
Yeah.
This is something I never thought I'd say. I'm sat in McDonald's with a Pastel de Nata. Because if you watch my previous videos, you'll know that I've been searching for the best Pastel de Nata in Madeira, and I've been rating them. And someone left a comment saying, McDonald's do the best Pastel de Nata in the whole of the island.
I called him to come and try this with me.
So here we are. Here it is. It looks all right, to be honest.
It's crispy.
It was €1.30, so it's actually more than Nata 7, which is my favourite on the island. It's lost a point already, so it's at least a 9, because it's cold. So, let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
It burst with custard. I'm going to rate it out of 10. Nata 7 was a 9. I know the answer to this one already. I have my critique. Good or bad?
I love it.
Do you?
I love it. The texture's a wee bit too liquid.
Texture's too liquid, and the pastry is undercooked and too thick. It's not very crunchy.
It's quite crunchy. I would probably give this a higher rating than he would, but he's a bit of a...
Snob. So I'm going to give it, as with McDonald's for most things, not good, not bad, 6 out of 10. That's all it deserves. And it's
Fair enough.
lucky probably to get 6 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 7. I mean, you can't really go wrong. Butter, pastry, sugar.
All right, next question on that bombshell of McDonald's not being as good as what they said.
Next question is, what's your one niche item that you always travel with?
Oh, hello. My one niche item that I always travel with, camera-wise or just travel-wise?
Anything works.
Toilet roll, for a start, because you never know when you'll need it. Although in Asia you get the bum gun. But toilet roll, that's not really niche though, is it?
I mean, it's a little niche. Not many people travel with toilet roll.
Okay, I travel with, I have this little, I'm not religious or that spiritual, but I have this little Buddhist statue, which goes in my bag every time I travel. I'll put a clip of it over this part. And it always goes in my bag, and I feel like it's come on every journey with me since I started this.
It's like a talisman.
Yeah, just like a little, a thing that, you know.
A talisman.
Keeps me, yeah, exactly. But I was trying to describe what it meant to me. Maybe just a little bit of luck or whatever. Yeah, I don't think I have anything groundbreaking. I try and travel with as little as I can. Like literally a 10-kilo backpack, and that includes half the stuff for filming. So...
I have one.
Do you? Is this Clara Q&A or is this JoeyP Q&A? I'm joking. Go on, what is it?
Peppermint tea bags.
Oh, nah. Bloody Brit. What lovely views behind us.
Speaking of lovely views and being able to see them.
Glasses question?
Glasses question.
All right.
So, Joe, be honest with the fans. How bad is your eyesight? And are the glasses purely for brand reasons?
Oh, jeez. I was devastated to lose my 20. I still have 20/20 vision in this eye. This eye has...
Little violin comes out.
Yeah, a 0.75 prescription on it, minus 0.75. Binocular vision is the same. But they told me that because this eye is slightly less, my eye and my brain would compensate, which they did, which is why binocular vision is the same. And actually I would feel less drained and less tired in my eyes when I'm editing and whatever. That I think is true. However, wearing them, I need to sort them out because they slip a little bit too much, so I want to get them just sorted out properly into place. But I wear them more than I probably need to because I quite like how they look. And people say they like how they look, so maybe it could be a brand thing going forward, but there's a legitimate need. Trust me.
A little bit of self-validation.
Trust me, I'll take 20/20 vision over the brand look, I think. I like them. It took a long time to find them, geez, and they weren't cheap. But if they're going to be on your face a lot, it doesn't really matter, does it? And you've got to find the right ones. All right, she promises this one is quick fire. Oh, God.
Out of the Portuguese beer, Super Bock or Corral?
Super Bock, easy.
Honesty time.
What,
again.
as if we haven't been so far in the video?
Name one place that you've travelled to that you have literally no desire to return to, and why?
Oh, no desire to return to? Can it be a...
It can be a town, it can be a country, it can be a place, it can be ski slope.
I don't think I've got a country that I wouldn't return to. There are places I certainly didn't like, and there are certainly things about places that I didn't like. For example, Philippines for food is pretty much a no-no for me. It's not amazing. Okay, I think I have one. It's a bit of a random one though. It's an island that is quite popular, I think, in Malaysia. Tourist island, meant to be very beautiful, lots going on. It's called Langkawi. Have you heard about it? I just didn't find the food that nice. Didn't find the beaches that nice. It was shoulder season, maybe that's the problem. People weren't overly friendly. People love it. People go there on holiday. I just didn't really get on with it. So it's a place, as I say, I wouldn't go back to the Philippines for the food, but the Philippines for postcard views is incredible. Scuba diving, things like that. But I think I'm pretty easygoing, and I always find the best in places. And there's no right or wrong, to be honest, because it's such a personal
It's
thing.
so subjective.
Yeah, travel is such a personal thing. It depends on what you're doing, what you're looking for, and your interests.
Who you're with.
And there are definitely places where people love, but then I've got there and I'm like,
Wah, wah.
not feeling it so much.
There are
And
a
then
few
you
places.
just move on. That's fine. Yeah, what about you guys?
Yeah.
Other than Madeira, where's overrated? Joke, joke, joke.
Joe, what has been one of the most recent comments on one of your most recent videos that has annoyed you the most?
Annoyed me?
Yeah.
You can say what makes you proud.
No.
Well, it's going to be on the dog video, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. There's been a fair few recently,
That's
like
true.
your hair.
I guess, yeah, thanks. I've had, obviously I've grown my hair out. I'm trying to go
Now
back.
we look even more like brother and sister.
Yeah, brilliant. Been growing it out because why not? And I've had a few, your hair looks a mess, you need to get it cut. Like it really bothers people. And I've also had, recently I've had a couple of it. This happens from time to time. You talk too much, less of your face and more of the environment. I'm like, okay, the channel's called JoeyP, it's not called Vistas of Madeira. And, but the dog ones just make me want to bang my head against the wall because it shows some people's lack of,
Animal welfare.
I was going to say education, but yes, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So that has annoyed me. But you know what? Hate comments, abusive comments, comments that you might not like are part of it. And trust me, there's more than what you think. But we have a weird human tendency that we'll get 100 amazing comments, which most of you guys do give me. And then we'll see one negative one and
you
we'll
latch
be
onto that
like,
one.
oh my God. But to be honest, I'm not in that phase anymore. I don't say, oh my God, I say, right, let me write back. But sometimes I've been reading out to you the responses that I do. Like, I don't care. Like, you're not going to watch my videos again. You're a bit of a a-hole. Troll, yeah. Why do I care? So I just go back and YouTube puts comments, the really nasty ones, into like a held folder, which I check every day. And when I see there's none in there, I'm like, oh, it's not fun. You can't let it impact you. The way I think about it is, if you're on the street, or you're on the street, and someone comes up to you and says, hey, you look like blah, 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 you're going to tell them to do one.
Yeah.
But because it's online, we go, oh no, maybe they're right, maybe they're right. Nah, treat them with the same
But it's
level of-
also like your digital footprint is everlasting, right? It's permanent. So,
I can just remove the comment.
yeah,
But I don't. I'd rather just go at them and go,
well, that's it.
yeah. But that's fine. Like, it's fine as long as I'm not abusive and... So I reply in a way which is a bit like, I don't care. I think that's
Cheeky,
more like
yeah.
it. Cheeky, don't care. Rather than abusive. They can keep the abuse, but...
Well, on that note, the fountain's gone off. So next question. What is your favourite food memory from childhood?
From childhood.
Yeah.
Non-travel related. Well, there weren't
Non-travel
any.
related.
So, okay, so it's definitely not my parents' cooking because they were absolutely, and still are, abysmal. It's nothing but fact. But my grandfather was a very good cook. He used to be a baker. So there's probably two. So I'll tell you the first one quickly and then I'll tell you the actual one. So the first one is baking bread with him and the smell of the bread. And there's a photo of me kneading the dough with him. I'll put that up. But the actual memory, which went through the whole of my childhood, is every Sunday he used to make this beautiful beef ragu from the most simple ingredients. But then me and my cousins and my siblings would go over and we'd all eat it. And then my grandmother would always be complaining that he put too much chili in and he made it too picky and he'd be in trouble, but he'd probably be a bit like me, get away with as much as he could that he liked.
Yeah.
And then she'd complain and go, oh, you ruined it. And I'm just...
Screw the children.
And then he always used to have salad from his garden. He had fresh tomatoes and raw onion or spring onion. And I hated onions and I didn't like tomatoes. Nothing changes. No, I like it now. But then what I used to like, and he had oregano, tomato and spring onion from the garden, and then a little bit of lemon juice and oil and salt. He would eat it and then he would let me have some of his bread and dip it in the oil and the salt and the oregano.
It's very
flavour.
Italian, isn't it?
Yeah, and a little bit of the tomato juice. Oh,
Yeah.
that was good. Damn, I want that now.
Yeah, I know.
You want that now.
I want that now. Let's head to the UK,
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Serious.
Every time you start, I get worried.
Serious life question.
Life question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to bum around and be a perpetual nomad forever, you cheeky boy?
Is that trying to get in on a trigger because people ask these questions. I don't know. And I think that's important not to know, because it kind of depends on how successful the channel will be over the coming years, how much it will grow. Obviously it needs to make money and it needs to grow to make money. Depends on life. Do I have kids in the future? Do I have a wife? Do I settle in one place or move around or whatever it is? However, what I would say is this type of life, this job, this whatever you want to call it, makes me very content right now. And when you find something that you're content with and genuinely enjoy, now it's not perfect, there's stresses and there's ups and downs and there's problems and there's tearing my hair out when things aren't going as well as I'd like, but that's the same as any job. But when you find something that doesn't really give you, you look forward to going to work, that's a better way of saying it, and it's tied into your lifestyle, then ride the wave for as long as you can. And I think that's what I plan to do. When it stops, who knows? You never know, this channel could be 1 million subscribers one day. Or you might all unsubscribe when I leave Madeira and I'm down to 1,000, so who knows?
Back to IT consulting.
Yeah. Don't do that, please. For the last main question, I thought we'd bring you to your element.
One of my favourite places in the world.
Right here, or you mean the ocean?
Well, preferably on one of the boats,
Okay,
but
okay.
last
one,
question.
last big one and a bonus.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
It's about to get
I've
technical.
done this many, it can't be that bad now,
About
can
to
it?
get technical.
Technical?
Yeah.
Do I have to tie a knot or something?
You might have to use your brain, do some mathematics.
Oh, I've forgotten how to do that.
So a lot of people are skeptical that you can actually make money doing YouTube.
Me
that
too.
it's that it's a real job.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more about how you actually make money, how you finance this lifestyle that you live?
Well, I would love to say that it's bank of mum and dad, like those hate comments say, but it's not, thankfully. Look, listen, when you start with nothing, so that's normal, and it takes a long time to get monetized. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours total. So initially I was living off savings, my savings that I earned. And then you start to build your revenue streams. So AdSense, Google, when you watch this video, you're going to be seeing lots of ads. And the more views you get, the more share of the revenue that you get. And that depends on who's watching, demographic, all sorts of things. That will make up a certain portion of it. And then you get brand deals. So you'll see an advert for an eSIM or a money card. You can find all these things in the description. Then you can do collaborations with certain places. Like if you want to hire a car in Madeira, again in the description, I have a discount code for you guys. And I will get a little thing from that. Now you might think, oh, he's only saying that because he gets something from it. Yes, but I'm only choosing people or to affiliate with people that I trust and that I know and that I use myself. Like everything in the description are things that I use, and therefore you guys, or I'm comfortable in saying to you guys too. The other thing, memberships, you can join the memberships, and that's a little bit of money each month, but YouTube takes 30% of that. Donations, people send to my PayPal, people send to buy me a coffee. That's helpful, that's good. Tourism boards might sponsor me to go on a trip, and sometimes that's free and sometimes that's paid. This doesn't happen so often, but when it does, I call it out, of course, and that can help too. What else? I think that's oh, and hello, guides. I sell Madeira guides, food map, and I do that from various places around. And actually, that's a decent level of income. I think the problem is, I don't know how much I'm going to earn at the end of each month. So one day it might be like, oh, I've had a good month when there's AdSense and brand deals and whatever else. And then the other one, another month, views haven't been so good and I haven't got a brand deal. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent? It's so much like this. And I think the next phase is to stabilize the income, grow the revenue and stabilize it so it's a bit more balanced. But then it's a case of having lots of different things, and when one's down, the other one might not be, but inherently they're all kind of linked, obviously. Mm-hmm. If the views are good, the rest kind of follows. So it's not ideal, as I say. That's my one stress. Before I had time stress when I was working at a big company. I didn't worry about money, but I had time stress and freedom stress. Now I have time and freedom, but I worry about money. It's kind of tit for tat.
What do you prefer?
This, obviously. Obviously. Anyway,
take the risk.
Bonus question left. All right, last one. Bonus. Well, I will say thanks for making it this far. I'm surprised if you have. To be honest, even I felt like bailing out of it, so...
It was a marathon.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Bonus
go on,
question,
last one.
Joe.
Bonus.
What do all the fangirls want to hear apart from the star sign question?
Yeah.
Are you single and ready to mingle?
What a stupid question to end on. All of that, and you end on that?
I do.
Well, obviously...
Give the people what they want.
Depends who's asking, doesn't it? No, jokes aside, I just want to say thank you so much. This has been fun, actually. Yeah, a lot of questions and interesting questions, but ones I've never done on a Q&A, I think, other than the money on YouTube. Pretty much a new question, so I'm glad we did this. Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun, actually.
And appearing on YouTube?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. She might start her own channel, you never know. But this is the last video of her on this channel, so thank you so much. It's been fun having you. She flies back to the UK tomorrow. And yeah, if you want to watch the next video, you can catch that right here of my final month in Madeira. See you there, guys. Ciao.
Wow.